Welcome to Information TV. That's Information TV. NFTV. I'm your host, 44K. The K stands for King K. Today was a crazy day on the Hill. A crazy day on the Hill. We had a couple of the journalists that broke some of the Twitter file stories on the Hill today, speaking in front of a subcommittee on the weaponization of federal government, holds a Twitter files hearing. So we just gonna touch on that a little bit. My opening statements on that is we're in a crazy point in today's society. In the past, we're a country of the First Amendment. We hold First Amendment dear to our heart. Freedom of speech is what separates us from a lot of other countries. You have Canada, Great Britain, other Western United Kingdom. I say Great Britain, United Kingdom, Canada, Nordic countries who even though they're westernized nations, they don't have the level of free speech that we have available to us in the United States. That's one of the beautiful things about our country. So when these Twitter files dropped, it was something amazing to witness the level of influence that the federal government put on these platforms: Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. The level of pressure they put on them in regards to certain things. So we're going to check out this video, and then I'll pause it periodically and give my comments. Let's get to it.
Follow up a little bit on the ranking member's questions. When was the first time that Mr. Musk approached you about writing the Twitter files?
Again, Congressman, that would,
I just need a date, sir.
but I can't give it to you unfortunately because this is a question of sourcing and I don't give up. I'm a journalist, I don't reveal my source.
Source is a question of chronology.
No, that's a question of
Because you
sourcing.
earlier said that someone had sent you through the internet some message about whether or not you would be interested in some information.
Yes, and I refer to that person as a source.
So you're not gonna tell us when Musk first approached you?
Again, Congressman, you're asking me to, you're asking a journalist to reveal a
So then you
source.
consider Mr. Musk to be the direct source of all this?
So just in her line of the contention and the condescending nature of her line of questioning, these are journalists. Journalists do not have to reveal their sources to protect not only the journalists but protect the sources, and also make people feel comfortable in whistleblowing scenarios and news breaking scenarios to be able to reach out to the press and give them information. But you have here on the Democratic side, when it isn't in their favor, then they're willing to go against all norms. That's another thing that was amazing about the Twitter files. The Twitter files, excuse me, the Twitter files were revealing because in the past they've always gaslit people on the right who said they were being shadow banned, who said that they were being throttled and things of that nature. They always said, "Oh, you guys are crazy. You're making it up. No, it's not happening." People laugh. People, "Oh, it's a private company. You can do this and that." But now that the Twitter files have been released and all these claims have been proven to be true, now you have situations like this to where they're trying to sully the name of Elon Musk, sully the name of Matt Taibbi, and to make it seem like, oh, they were in cahoots together and this is some type of partisan attack. No, it's been proven that the FBI, Homeland Security, CIA, all these different Department of Justice, all DNJ, all these departments were doing performing pressure campaigns on social media platforms in order to censor certain information. Now, one thing that Elon Musk always talks about is social media, Twitter for the most part, but you have to say Facebook, Instagram, all these places have now taken over where people source their news from. A lot of people don't go to NewYorkTimes.com or WashingtonPost.com or New York Post or LA Times or Chicago Tribune like they used to in the past. A lot of people do go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these other sites to gain access to information and to gain knowledge. So for the government to censor, and for a particular side of the government, the Democrats, to levy these pressure campaigns to censor certain individuals if that individual's opinion doesn't coincide with their popular narrative, we are entering into dangerous times.
Now you're trying to get me to say that he is the source. I
Well,
just
if
can't answer
your
your
answer
question.
he isn't, if you're telling me you can't answer because it's your source, well then that the only logical conclusion is that he is in fact your source.
Well, you're free to conclude that.
Well, sir, I just don't understand. You can't have it both ways, but let's move on because.
But no, he can. He's a journalist.
No, he can't,
Please.
because either Musk is the source and he can't talk about it, or Musk is not the source. And if Musk is not the source, then he can discuss.
No one
his
has yielded. The
conversations with
gentlelady's
source.
out of order. You
So, and this is the thing. You want to be able to have a substantive conversation about what actually happened, so it doesn't happen again. But when you have these breakdowns where now they're going back and forth on, is it a source, because they know they were asking booby trap questions, loaded questions about the source, and trying to trap him into admitting that Elon Musk was the source, so they know they were doing that. So in doing that, they are just going to basically cause a gridlock in this whole committee, where you're never going to get to the actual meat of the topic, which is why were there emails back and forth between top executives at Twitter from the FBI, the CIA, the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, pressuring these executives to censor individuals on the platform, which goes against First Amendment, which is out of the purview of the government and what they are legally allowed to do. But instead of having this conversation, you have outbursts like this, to where now nothing comes out of it except for content for these people when they later on run for office. That's one of the downsides of social media and all these platforms. A lot of times these government officials are only looking for juicy content to fundraise off of, because they're not trying to actually serve the people and provide what's best for the people, or provide what the people are actually asking for. And all we want is answers on why were we being censored about things of the COVID-19, the origin of COVID-19, vaccine mandates, vaccines, January 6th, election information. All these things were being censored. If people asked questions online, they were being blocked, or they were being shadow banned, or they were being throttled. These things were actually happening, and these are the questions that need to be asked. But before I go any further, man, I just wanted to say thank you all who've been checking into the channel. I appreciate you joining this journey with me. I'm brand new to this. I'm learning how it goes. I promise you, each and every video, I definitely will get better. I enjoy having these political conversations. I'm somewhat of a political junkie. I enjoy the Machiavellianness of politics. I enjoy the art of the deal. I enjoy all the aspects of that. But at the end of the day, I want solutions that benefit people as a whole. So thank you for sticking with me in this journey. Please like, subscribe, share the video, get down in the comment section. Let's build a rapport together. Let's grow together, man. So I'm your host, 44K, and I appreciate you guys checking in. Peace.